Hey everyone, so this is the incredibly cheap Proscan Smartwatch here. Got this guy from Menards. It was on sale for $49. Then I got another 15% off because I was able to fit it into the bag. They had anything you shove into this bag, you get 15% off on. So this thing was ridiculously cheap. It was like $6-7 for it. You can see I already have this off. I'll get to that in a moment here. This is a Bluetooth smartwatch, or the Smartwatch Intelligent Watch, as they say there. We'll get into what this all has in it here. Let's get that there. So first, showing it off here, it is supposed to be 1.3 inches, but you can see there's that square right there. That is the screen itself. And it does actually look pretty nice, but the entire thing is not a screen. Just like this is a touch screen, but not really, because only this little circle right here is actually touch sensitive. The rest of it is not touch sensitive at all, but it actually works, especially for that price. So it is, of course, circular, but again, the screen itself is square. Back here does have a heart rate sensor. Make sure you take off a little bit of plastic that's on here to get better heart rate accuracy. You can see this band just pops on and off. You can see right there. It goes on here. It's a little bit hard to get on and off. I think once this band is destroyed, once you cannot use this band anymore, you kind of cannot use the watch anymore, because I cannot imagine finding other bands for this, which is a shame. Then two, this is where you charge it. So you have to pop this off every time you want to charge this thing up. It's supposed to last around 7 days on charge, but and to get back on there, gotta put some muscle into it and get it on there, and it fits in there actually pretty well. But again, once this band is destroyed, you are done. Otherwise, it's a pretty nice band. It's stiff. You can't do this with it, but it's a nice stiff watch band for this price. The band itself is probably worth about that. And it looks pretty nice. This actually looks pretty decent. And you cannot tell it's only a square screen until you turn it on. Even then you can't really tell it's only a square screen. So getting into it itself. So we have two different watch faces here. Touch and hold the circle to change them. And there's really not much difference between them. They just look a tiny bit different. And actually, really the only difference is one is military time, one is not military time. You get your battery life up there. Of course, you have your time, your steps, the date, for which is actually, I don't know, that actually is correct right now. Touch this little circle to scroll through the different screens. So we have your steps, your calories burned, and then your distance here. You have your heart rate, SpO2. I'm not sure what that other one is. Touch and hold, and it does that. I'm not exactly sure what this is trying to get you to do, or what it's trying to do, but yeah. Next is the sports screen here. Again, touch and hold the circle to get to different modes in the sports. So you're walking, which will tell you your calories and the time you've been doing it. Jump roping, I guess, or cardio. Again, calories burned and how long you've been doing it for. And then this would be kind of like a strength training one, but again, calories and time. So they're all the same. You get calories burned, or what it thinks you've burned at least, and then the time you've been doing it for. Messages, again, touch and hold to actually get into it. Or just tell your messages if you have this hooked up to your phone. And we have more, it's kind of like your settings in a way. Where it also has your sleep, how long you slept for, if you wore this to bed, the weather, music controls. Again, you have to have it hooked up to your phone, but you have different music controls here. It's not always the most sensitive on getting touched. But each time you touch it, though, it'll go through the next ones because the screen itself is not touch sensitive. And then whatever you were on, if you want to actually use it, you just touch and hold. Come on. Touch and hold the circle if it wants to cooperate with you. Then next we have the camera controls if you want. Again, from your phone itself, not on here. Looking for your phone, so find your phone. You can reset the watch. This will download the app, which I am scared to do, and then long press, and you can turn off your watch here. So I did not download the app. I'm a bit scared to do it. It has a horrible rating on the Google Play Store, and I don't want to mess up. Well, I don't want to get scammed or anything like that. So I did not do it. But you do not have to download the app in order to use this watch, as you just saw here. You can hook this thing up to your phone. Yeah, which again I'm a little bit scared to do. But you can if you want to. And you can see notifications and weather and control the camera and stuff. Again, for this, how cheap this thing is, it'd be good for just telling time. But again, in order to actually get the correct date, you have to hook it up to your phone. Or excuse me, the correct time and date, you have to hook it up to your phone. Which again, I'm just a bit scared to do because of how bad that rating is on the Google Play Store. But yeah, I mean, for how much money this thing is, it is just fine. It is very light. I mean, you probably won't even notice this thing on your hand, on your arm at all. Super duper light. You guys let me know what you think, especially if you have one of these or something similar. Because Menards also sells for a bit more money the Tech Up smartwatch, which is the one I would recommend if you are going to buy one from there. That is this guy. Basically identical as terms of functionality. They're actually basically the same watch. They just have the same functionality as each other. They just showed it off a little bit different, but they're basically the same exact watch. But this one, the Tech Up, actually has replaceable watch bands, and it's actually a little bit lighter because of its band. These are, I believe, 22mm bands compared to this one, which are not replaceable. That just means if you were to break or damage or whatever, lose a watch band, you're not completely screwed out of your watch. Then too, this also has a little charging cradle with it, so you don't have to pop off the band each time you want to charge it. Otherwise, basically identical. You guys, again, let me know what you think. As always, I appreciate you. Hope you all have a good one. See you guys next time. Goodbye.